Hello and welcome back to the Intentional Movement. My name is Jay and I'm happy that you joined us today. Welcome to your healing experience. Today's class, we will utilize props. If you have a block, go ahead and take a moment to grab your block. If you don't have a block today, no problem. You can utilize maybe a pillow, or if you have no props, that's okay too. For today's class, we'll start in our child's pose. So go ahead and take yourself onto your mat or onto your floor. Take your knees wider than your hips. Allow your toes to touch right behind you. And then reach your hands towards the sound of my voice. And go ahead and relax your head down to the earth. And take a couple deep breaths in your child's pose as you start to settle into our space today. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth. Exhale, sigh. Take 2 more deep breaths just like that in your child's pose. Keep pushing your hips back towards your heels. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, full and complete inhale. Long, deep exhale. Really good. Now you'll start to feel a little bit more settled, calm, and grounded in the present moment. You can add in movement now. Start to slowly move the hips from side to side, massaging the hip sockets. You can take your forehead on the earth and move your forehead, your third eye, from side to side. Take a deep breath in through your nose. On the exhale, walk your hands over to the left side of the room. Continue to press into the earth. Continue to push your hips back and down. Take 3 deep breaths, breathing here into your side body. Breathe into your side rib cage. Inhale. Deep exhale. 1 more round of breath here. And then walk your hands back to center to reset. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Deep breath out of your nose. On your next inhale, prepare yourself. And allow the exhale now to initiate the movement over to the opposite side of the room. Again, firmly root down through both hand palms. Press the hips back and breathe into your side rib cage. Take 2 more deep breaths right here on your own. Once you completed your last round of breathing, walk the hands back to center 1 more time here in your child's pose. And then walk your hands back towards your knees. Go ahead and take a moment to bring the knees in together. Sit back onto the heels. Sit up nice and tall, align your shoulders over your hips, and just relax your hand palms down in your thighs for a moment. Go ahead and close your eyes. Now bring the hands to your heart, your prayer position. I invite you now to set an intention for the remainder of our time in our class today. Be sure to listen to your body, be mindful, and be intentional. This goes for everyone. If you're working through any injuries, you know you best, so please, please listen to your body. Let's have a lovely class. Blink your eyes open. Keep your hand palms together. On your next inhale, bring your hands all the way up high to the sky. Look up, big stretch here. Exhale, separate the hand palms. Sweep the energy down towards the earth. Turn your hand palms up now. Take a deep breath in. As you inhale, look up, hand palms will join. Exhale, pull the hands down to your heart, your sternum. Let's take that again. Inhale, fingertips shoot up high towards the sky. Separate the hand palms on the exhale, hand palms face down. Turn the hands up, breathe in deeper this time, look up, big stretch. And exhale, hands come back down to your sternum. 3rd time's a charm. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, hand palms down. Turn hand palms up to face the sky. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bring the hands back to Anjali. Release your hands now. Come onto your all fours, tabletop position. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Align the shoulders and the wrists in one plane, hips and knees in one plane. Go ahead and start with the toes untucked. Now, take the right leg back behind you. Take it over to the side and breathe in deep here as you shift your gaze over to see your foot. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Full and complete breath out. Go ahead and look back to the center. Bring your leg back to center and then knee comes down. Time to reset. We'll take 3 cat-cows in between. So take a breath in, shift your gaze directly forward, give yourself a big smile, and then exhale, press. Pull your belly into your spine, round your back. Lower the belly down, lift the tailbone, lift your gaze, spread across your chest. And then exhale, round belly to spine, chin to chest. Let's take one more round. Big breath here. Big exhale. Back to your tabletop position. You'll extend the opposite leg behind you now and bring it over to the side. Root down through your toes. Breathe in, straighten up. Exhale, go ahead and look back. 2 full breaths here. Nice breathing. Look back forward. Engage your abs. Bring your leg back down, knee back down to center. Take a moment here to tuck the toes under and then bring the heels together. Sit back onto the toes and the heels for a toe stretch. At this time, we'll take our wrist rotation. So spread the fingertips wide, rotate the wrists. Get out the snap, crackle, and pop. Switch the direction. Go ahead and shake it out. Now take the hands to your shoulders. Shoulder rotations here. Bring the elbows close to touch. Exhale, circle them back and around. Open up the shoulders with a couple rounds of breathing here. Breathing in and out. In through the nose. Out of your nose. Take 2 more here. And then release, recover. Prepare yourself for our first downward facing dog of class. Spread your fingertips wide, root down through your hand palms, tuck your toes under, and then lift your hips up high towards the sky. Go ahead and shift the gaze between your legs there, and just focus on getting your back straight here first. You can add in any movement you may need, bending in one knee, maybe cha-chaing the hips from side to side, whatever feels good for your body right now. Take another full round of breathing. And then on your next inhale, come up to your tippy toes. Look between your hands and tiptoe your feet all the way up to your hands. Once you make it to your hands, lower the heels back down, bend generously into the knees, and hang heavy for your first inversion. It's ragdoll. It should feel really yummy. You'll allow the tension to fall off the neck and the shoulders and shake your head yes and no a couple of rounds. If you need a little less, I invite you to lower down into the hips and just simply relax your elbows onto your thighs and lower your head down lower than your heart. If you need a little bit more, I invite you to straighten more into the legs and then grab opposite biceps. Hang heavy here. Find a variation in your forward fold that's most serving for your body for your 2 deep breaths. Go ahead and release your hands all the way back down to the earth. Pull your belly into your spine and slowly articulate yourself up to your first standing position. Once you make it up to the top, readjust yourself, readjust your clothing. Circle out the shoulders, root down through your feet, and stand up nice and tall. Go ahead and heel toe, the feet in close to touch. Toes can touch. You can keep a little space behind your heels. Stand up nice and tall, bold, confident. Be intentional with today's movement. Half sun A to warm up the body. Breathe in, reach your arms up high towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold, pull the belly into the spine, lower with a flat back. Take your hands to your shins, flatten your back, pull your chin in, halfway lift. And then exhale, bend generously into the knees, forward fold. Keep your back flat, rise with your chin, arms go out to the side, look up, stretch all the way up. And then exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, release the hand palms down to your standing mountain pose. Let's take it again. Inhale, arms go out to the side, look up, big stretch, connect the palms. Then release the palms as you forward fold, dive down with a flat back. Hands come to the shins to halfway lift, decompress the spine. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Inhale, arms reach up, look up, gaze all the way up, reconnect and recommit as you bring your hands back to your heart. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and then release, mountain pose. Really good job. Let's take it one more round. Half sun A, sweep, swan, lift, fold, rise, return, breathe in, and let it go. Really nice job. This time I want you to sweep your hand palms up to the sky, connect the palms and pause. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Breathe in as you reach up, reach up, reach up. And then exhale, reach over to your right side. Go ahead and press your hips in the opposite direction. Pull your shoulders back down and remove your chin off your chest. Now, those of you a little bit more advanced will keep the hand palms together for today's class. Others will release the lower hand, place it on the hips. This will serve as your own adjustment to press your hips more to the side as you continue to reach and stretch. Now, keep rooting down through your feet. Take 2 more deep breaths here. Belly to spine with the support brings you all the way back up. And then you can release both hands back to that mountain pose. Mountain pose is our recentering pose, so notice the space that you created here in your body. Let's make both sides even. Bring your arms back up high towards the ceiling. Exhale the air out of your lungs. Breathe in, look up at your fingertips, and now reach over to the opposite side. Same thing here, make those adjustments, keep your legs nice and strong. You can release your lower hand, press onto the hips to extend the hips in the opposite direction as you continue to reach. And take your full rounds of breathing here. We'll take 2 breaths. Very good. Pull your belly to the spine. Bring yourself back up nice and tall. Regain, recenter, mountain. Good job. From here, you'll take your hands to your lower back. So hands to your lower back, hand palms will face down as if you're pressing your hands into your pockets. Once you have that, root down once again through the feet. Breathe in as you press your hips towards the sound of my voice. Keep your elbows in tight and then look up to the ceiling. Now for today, I want you to visualize the string right there in the middle of your sternum, pulling you all the way up. So open up your chest, allow yourself here to be vulnerable. Take another breath, inhale. Exhale, see if you can look up and look back. Now keep the hands on the lower back for the support. Rise all the way back up to your standing, recenter, regain, Tadasana, mountain pose. Nice work. Let's add on. Here we go. You got it. Sweep your arms up. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive down. Hands to the shins, halfway lift, flatten the back. And then exhale, plant your hands down onto the earth. Step your feet back to a high plank position. So a tight body is a light body here. So go ahead and pull the belly to the spine, tighten up the thighs. Go ahead and squeeze your glutes. shift yourself a little bit forward. And for this first round, you'll bend into the elbows and lower all the way down to your belly for a baby cobra. So from here, untuck your toes, zip your legs together like one long tail. You can kiss your mat to start. Use your lower back on your next inhale, lift up, look up. And then exhale, lower back down. One more round just like that, baby cobra, look up, lift up, utilize the lower back, you'll feel it engage. And then exhale, release. Now use your knees, push yourself up, and then tuck your toes. Welcome back your downward dog. Add in that movement, bending one knee, cha-chaing the hips. Look up between your hands, take 2 big steps this time, all the way to the top. Once you make it there, hands to the shins to decompress the spine, halfway lift. And then forward fold, exhale. Inhale, allow the chin to lead you all the way back up to your standing. Pull the hands down to the heart. Take a deep breath in. And release, mountain pose, Tadasana. Nice job. Second set, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Follow your gaze in the horizon this whole time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down, extend your legs back to your high plank position. Pause here just for a moment. Those of you who are newer to the practice will shift forward and then lower all the way down to your belly for that baby cobra that we just took. A little bit more advanced practitioners, you can shift your weight forward now. Bend into the elbows here like chaturanga arms or push-ups. Untuck your toes, lift your chin up, your chest up, fully expose your chest and your throat. Look up to the ceiling, little back bend there. Then pull your chin into your chest, everyone. Tuck the toes back under. Welcome back, your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open the mouth, big sigh out. Look between the hands. Take 2 big steps to the very top. Once again, place your hands on your shins to halfway lift. And then forward fold on your exhale. Arms go out like wings. Gaze up, look up, recommit. And reconnect. Pull your hands back down to your heart. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, mountain. Good job. Third set. Here we go. Inhale, sweep. Dramatically, swan dive down. Halfway lift. And then exhale, plant hands. Step back, high plank to your low plank to the chaturanga variation of your choice today. Breathe in as you look up. And then exhale, pull yourself back, downward facing dog. Really good job. Take 2 more rounds of breathing. Go ahead and shift the gaze to your thighs now. Look up between your hands. Step your right leg up, left leg up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, breathe in, rise all the way back up, and pull your hands to your heart. Remember that intention I invited you to set at the beginning of your class? Go ahead and bring that to your third eye right there in your mind. Remembering what it is, think about it, visualize it, recommit, reconnect. If you close your eyes, blink your eyes open. Take your hands to your hips now. Start to bend into the knees. Extend your right leg all the way back to the mat. Come into your warrior 2. Now you can take a couple rounds of lowering down into the knees to get yourself readjusted. Just be mindful, make sure both heels stay in one alignment. And when you're ready, you'll extend your arms right out in front of you. Shift the gaze over your front middle finger and continue to lower down into your front knee, your front thigh. Be mindful though that the front knee doesn't trace over the front ankle. Keep the joints safe, keep them stacked. Now gaze is over the front middle finger, continue to look there. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out as you lower. Relief is here. Breathe in as you bring your hand palms up to touch, straighten your front leg. On the exhale, lower back into the warrior 2. Again, breathe in, straighten up, look up, reach. Exhale, lower, warrior 2. One more round. Inhale, straighten up, look up. And then exhale, warrior 2. Now start to lower a little more in the hips. I know you feel the activation here in your pelvic floor. Go ahead and pull up in and breathe in and get lower. Now take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Tap your front leg, straighten it up. Triangle pose. So straight leg triangle. Keep your feet exactly where they are. Reach your hand forward and then reach down. So for today, you can relax your hand onto your front shin. If you have your props, this is where they come in handy. You'll take your block, make it on tall, take your hand and place it directly on your block. Look up to the sky at your thumb that's extended in the air. Let's take 2 more full breaths. Really good job. Bend back into the front knee. Our transition is the warrior 2 today. Now take the hands to the hips. Come off the back heel. Lean back a little bit so you can bring your foot forward, regain your mountain pose. Recenter yourself, bow out the knees, readjust, anything you need right here. Second side, other side, here we go. Take the hands to the hips, bend into the knees once more. This time extend your left leg back, step back into your warrior 2. Once you get there, be sure you have the alignment. Check out your heels, bend into the knee. On this side, be mindful of the upper body. Keep your shoulders stacked right over the hips. Stay in this present moment with me. We're not reaching back into the past. That's often known as depression, and we're not yet in the future. That can indicate anxiety. So stay right here present with me in this moment. All right, here we go. Straighten the front leg. Bring the arms up. Connect the palms. Exhale, lower into your warrior 2. Again, breathe in, straighten up, reach up, look up. Exhale, lower back into the warrior 2. One more time, you got it. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Now stay here with me, strong, dedicated warrior. You got it. I want you to root down through the outside edge of your back foot. Again, feel those inner thighs being pulled together. Feel the activation here. You're doing a lot of work. One of my favorite postures is warrior 2 because we're working and utilizing our entire body here, down from our feet all the way up to our head. So keep the activation there in your fingertips. Your relief is coming. Don't give up so soon. All right, here we go. Tap your front thigh. Straighten the front leg. Once again, re-grab your prop if it's nearby. Triangle. Extend the hand onto the earth, the shin or a block, and then look up. Now on this side, I want you to visualize your body being stacked between 2 planes of glass, or maybe visualize yourself as a piece of bread and you're going inside the toaster. So we want everything stacked all in one plane. So bring your bottom hip under so both hips are stacked. Look up high to the sky. Take one more round of breathing. Prepare yourself to come out now. Go ahead and bend into the front knee. Readjust the props off to the side. Welcome back the warrior 2. Fearless warriors. Take your hands to the hips, square your shoulders to the front. Come onto your back toes, lean back a little bit. This is going to give you momentum to step forward and then recover in your mountain pose. Really nice work. Sweep your arms up, breathe in. Exhale, swan dive down. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, extend yourself back to your high plank. Take the chaturanga variation of your choice for today. Remembering at any time you can lower back all the way down to the ground for that baby cobra. And then pull back, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here to recover in your down dog. Now if you prefer to take down dog on your knees today, or maybe you prefer a child's pose, that's also suitable for you. Listen to your body. Yoga is about coming back home. Yoga is about relearning you. So you're either in your down dog or your child's pose here for your final deep breath in. Deep breath out. Really nice job. If you're in your child's pose, lift the hips up. Welcome back to down dog. Now look between your hands. Take a step or 2 to the very top. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold as you let it all go. Inhale, sweep all the way back up. Recommit. And pull the hands back to Anjali. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Nice breathing, really good. Let's work on balancing next. So for today's balancing, we'll take tree pose. Go ahead and root down through the feet. You'll pick up your right leg and take your tree variation for today. Maybe you like the toes simply on the earth. That's suitable. A little bit more advanced, you can take your foot to the inner part of your thigh. Once you're there, externally to rotate the knee out to the side. Stand up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders back down to the earth. We'll start with our hands at our chest for today. Get ready, here we go. On the next inhale, you'll bring your arms up and then separate the hand palms. Allow yourself to grow. Do not be limited here. So extend the chest all the way up high to the sky. Building strength there on your ankle. Continuing to breathe deeply into the ribs. 2 more breaths. Awesome job. Slowly bring the hands back to Mary. And then bring the hands back to you. Extend your right leg forward. Pause for a second here. Test your strength here. So engage your lower abdominal muscles and kick your foot forward towards the sound of my voice. Flex the toes back towards your face. Fully activate your extended leg for 3, for 2. Good job. You can do it. Lift a little higher. Good job. 1. Release. Bend the knee and recover. Bop out the knees. Get yourself set up for the other side. Here we go. Root down through your right leg now. Take your left leg into the same variation that you took on the other side. Once you get situated, external rotation of that front thigh, and then hands come back to your chest to start. Breathe in as you, again, grow your branches up. On the exhale, separate the hand palms. Continue to reach in opposite directions. Continue to lift your chest up high. Deep breath in. Full and complete breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Take 2 more breaths here. Really good job. Bring the hands back together. Bring them back to you. Bring your knee forward. Last little push here. Go ahead and kick your foot towards me. Flex the toes back, fully engage here. Try not to lean back. Keep the shoulders stacked over the hips. We got 2 more breaths. You got it. You can do it. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more round. Lift a little higher. And recover. Bend the knee. Plant the foot back onto the earth. Bop out the knees. Really nice job. Go ahead and give yourself a bow. Congratulations on making it through our standing practice for today. Now let's get down to our mat so we can stretch a little deeper. We'll get there by way of swan dive. So sweep your arms up, breathe it. Breathe out, final swan dive. Halfway lift. And then plant your hands, step back to your high plank. Lower halfway. Upward facing dog. And then pull back, downward facing dog. Really good work. Extend your right leg up high towards the sky. Bring your right knee over to your wrist. Set up for your half pigeon variation. Go ahead and look back at your back heel. Make sure your leg is in one straight line. Untuck your toes. Then walk your hands back to expose your chest here. Sit up nice and tall. If you have your props handy, maybe a pillow or a block, slide it under your hip. Breathe in here, and then exhale. Go ahead and walk yourself forward for your relaxing, resting pigeon pose. So continue to reach your hands forward towards the sound of my voice, and when you can't reach anymore, relax your forehead down onto the earth. You'll take about 5 deep breaths there in your relaxed pigeon pose. Keep the breath long, keep the breath deep. I invite you, you can close your eyes as you start to relax. Notice that the hips start to lower closer to the earth. Take a moment to tune into your thoughts. How are they? If they're anything but positive and optimistic, I invite you now to shift that. You control your life with your mind, and only you have the power to control your thoughts. So become a master of that today. Take 2 more full and complete breaths in your relaxed pigeon pose. Prepare yourself to come out now. As you walk the hands back in line with the thighs, remove any props out of the way. Tuck your back toe under, re-extend your right leg high towards the sky. Maybe circle out the knee, any post-pigeon ritual you need right here. And then you relax the foot back down to the earth, back to your down dog. Other side, extend your leg up high on the inhale. Exhale, allow the knee to meet the wrists. Set up for the half pigeon variation. Be mindful of your back knee as you untuck the toes. Utilize the props if you did on the other side. Now, if you're a little bit more tight like me, you'll keep the heel right there into the hip area. A little bit more advanced, a little bit more open. You can take your front shin, make it parallel to your front mat. Walk your hands back in line. Stretch here in the chest. Breathe in, look up. Exhale, bow down towards you. Hang out there in your pigeon pose for your 5 breaths. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Root down through both hand palms as you start to walk them back. Upper body comes up. Go ahead and remove your block. Tuck your back toe under. Lift your leg back high. Post pigeon ritual here of your choice. And then relax the foot back down. It's your final down dog here. Give yourself what you need. Keep pressing the hips up high and the chest back towards the thighs. And then make yourself down onto your knees and extend your legs out in front of you. Sit directly on your buttocks. Sit up nice and tall. Keep your legs together and just flex the toes back towards your face. Now breathe in as you reach your arms up. Exhale, get your peace fingers ready. Reach down with your peace fingers, grab your big toes. Once you make contact with your big toes, take another inhale, pull your chest up. Exhale, start to bend at the elbows, forward fold. Now for those of you who are a little bit tight today, like I was yesterday, you can take this variation by taking your hands to your shins. Breathe in and exhale, forward fold. We'll take a few rounds of breathing here. Those of you who need a little bit more and you still have your props handy, you can take your props to the soles of your feet and reach around and grab your props to give you a little bit more extension. Don't forget that inhale to flatten the back. Exhale, bend the elbows, forward fold, get everything in nice and tight. On your next exhale, allow yourself to release the posture, remove any props out of the way. We'll take reverse tabletop or reverse plank to counter the stretch. So reverse plankers, you know who you are. You'll take that variation with the hands behind you, toes up, lift up, look up. Reverse tabletop, we'll bring our feet in together, create this tabletop position with our body, and then lift up the hips. Press down and root down through the heels. Keep looking up high to the sky. Lift the hips a little bit higher. So squeeze the glutes, tighten up, lift up, look up. And then chin to chest, start to lower back down. Good job. Extend your right leg out to the side, bring your left knee in. Sit up nice and tall here. Square your shoulders over to the side, and then reach down for your extended leg. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, lower. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Start to lift the body back up. Take the opposite hand from the opposite foot directly behind you for a gate pose. Root down through your foot and root down through your knee. Open up, lift up, look up, big stretch. Look down at your hand that's on the earth. Articulate your hips all the way back down. Wide-legged forward fold before we transition to the other side. Extend your legs out to the side. Make sure your shoulders stay stacked right over the hips. Breathe in as you look up. Exhale as you reach forward towards the camera here. So everybody has their own process, and I want you to honor yours because we all have different journeys and we all have different starting points. So listen to your body, and it's okay to honor where you're at today. For starters, flex the toes back towards you and just dig the heels into the earth. Maybe you stay upright, and that's totally fine. For those of you who want to progress, utilize your exhale to progress you in this posture. So breathe in. On the exhale, walk your hands forward. Again, breathe in. Utilize the exhale to get deeper, walk forward. Again, big inhale. The exhale will take you there. Take 2 more rounds here on your own. And then slowly bring yourself all the way back up. Good job. We'll take our Jani Justrasana on the other side. So extend the opposite leg out. Bring your opposite knee in. Sit up nice and tall. Arms go up. Square the shoulders. And then reach down towards the toes. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, lower. Straight spine. Release it all. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Walk yourself back up. Opposite hand, take it behind you now for your gate pose. Fully express yourself here. Open up, big stretch. And then look at the hand, lower it all the way back down. Extend both legs out in front of you now. For a little ab work, we'll take our boat pose. For you ab junkies, those of us working on our 6-pack abs, they are made in the kitchen, but they also are made in the winter. So get yourself ready here for summer. Take the hands underneath the thighs, relax on your sitting bones, and take your legs to a Pilates tabletop. You can keep your hands underneath your thighs for today. If you need a little bit more, you can extend your hands out towards your toes. Those of you who would like to take the full variation, let's go ahead and do it. Extend the legs up, point the toes. We won't be here for long, so breathe in, breathe out. Stay strong here. Tighten up your abdominal muscles. Continue to point your toes. Continue to reach towards your toes. Now, shaking is good. If you start to shake, that's amazing. That's where the change happens, so continue to stay in it. Don't be fearful. Get past it. Break through. Big breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale, start to melt, lower the body all the way down to the earth. Take a moment there, lay flat on your back. Start to root down through your shoulders, take a breath to recover. Coming now to the ending part of our class, we'll take an inversion. So you have a couple options for today, and if you have that prop handy, this will be a great spot to utilize it once again. So you're laying flat on your back here. Legs are still extended out towards the front. You'll reach for your prop now if you have that. Root down through both feet onto the earth. Lift the hips up. Take the prop, slide it right underneath your tailbone. From there, you'll extend both legs up high towards the sky. Keep the legs zipped together and then place the hands right there on the ground. So waterfall variation, and more advanced practitioners, you can take a shoulder stand. Now be mindful of your shoulder stand. Keep the alignment, ankles, knees, and hips in one plane, and your shoulders. Everyone remove the chin away from the chest and continue to breathe. Sometimes I like to take ankle rotations here. It feels really good. If you're in the full shoulder stand variation, you can bring one leg behind you, touch down, opposite leg, touch down, and then zip the legs back together. Anytime you can get the feet higher than your heart, you give your heart a break. The heart actually doesn't have to pump as hard here when we're in variations like this, and I know that your heart has already been through a lot this lifetime. So take a moment here to honor your life. Give yourself a break. You've done a good job. Go ahead and root down through both feet now. If you have your prop, lift the hips up, remove the prop out of the way. Take a moment to hug the knees into the chest, rock a little from side to side, side to side. Final twist of class today, drop the knees over to the left side, keep your shoulders down, look over the opposite shoulder. Pull the belly into the spine and breathe deeply. Look back up to the sky, bring the belly to the spine, and then drop the knees over to the other side. Allow yourself to twist and wring it out here. Any more stuck, stagnant energy, just visualize your spine as a wet dish rag, right? When you're washing dishes, you'll wring it out. You'll notice the water releasing back into the sink, all the excess, all the stuff you don't need. Nice deep breath in. Full and complete breath out. Eyes go back up to your ceiling. Bring your legs back to the center. Once again, hug the knees into the chest. You can stay in this variation. If you prefer a full happy baby, you can grab the soles of your feet, extend the feet up, open up here, or you can simply keep the knees hugged into the chest if you prefer that variation. Rock a little from side to side, side to side. Make it a happy baby or a happy hug, knees into the chest. And then take the soles of your feet together. Open the knees wide here. Relax your head down, extend your arms out to the side, hand palms face up. Let gravity do its job as your knees get closer to the earth, as you create more space in the hips. Start to close your eyes now. Take your hand, place it on top of your heart. Take the other hand, place it on your belly. You may notice your heartbeat here, or at least you'll notice your belly rise and fall. And notice that as long as you have that, you're meant to be here. You have purpose, and continue on your journey. Remember that the breath is the only thing that separates us from our loved ones who have already transitioned on. Knowing that at any time you can call on them, their spirit and their memories forever remain with you. And be sure to always keep that precious gift. Now take your hands to the outside edges of your thighs as you bring your knees in together. We'll close the knees in as you close a chapter of a book. Maybe the chapter we shared today. Extend your legs out long. For your final resting pose, Shavasana. Arms go out to the side. Get out any last minute wiggles or movement. Go ahead and take a couple swallows here so you can release the tension in your jaw. Remove your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. And go ahead and melt the shoulders back into the earth. Allow your hips to just be heavy and legs and toes, relax them as the toes fall out. Always take the time for your rest and your recovery. I know, like most of us, we work hard and it's constant, it's almost nonstop. But schedule times like this into your schedule. Schedule times to make sure that your cup runneth over so you can continue to give out. And as you take a few more deep breaths here in your resting pose, I invite you to stay in your peace as long as you'd like. And whenever you do get ready to come out of your resting pose, you'll do it slowly. You'll do it mindfully. You can start by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Slowly take yourself on to the fetal position on the side of your choice. The very first yoga position you ever known. You've actually been doing yoga in the womb before you were even born. Take this time to honor your life. Take a moment to love your body and be grateful for the body you're presented in today. And then when you get ready, take your hand down to give yourself support to sit up to a comfortable seat. Take your hands back to your prayer position, bow the chin and close the eyes. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to tune in and connect with your body. Doing so, you connected with me. Know that the divine light in me honors, recognizes, and so dearly loves the divine light in you. It is my belief that when we're in that space, we are connected together as one. So again, I thank you for the connection. Stay on the path of healing, and I look forward to seeing you again here at the Intentional Movement. Again, my name is Jay. Thank you, and namaste.